Please don't forget to subscribe and comment. It was a sultry Friday night, and the summer heat clung to the air like a secret. I knew something was off about my husband lately. His late nights, distant eyes, and constant texts. He thought he was being slick. But I wasn't the same naive wife he'd met 5 years ago. I had followed him once. That was all I needed. She was younger, cavia, and dressed like temptation itself. But she wasn't a stranger to me. Her name was Lila. She had been at one of our holiday parties last year, smiling wide at everyone, including me. I hadn't forgotten the way she looked at my husband when she thought I wasn't watching. What she didn't know was that her husband, Daniel, had contacted me first. He's taking her to your place tonight? Daniel asked me over coffee earlier that week. I nodded, folding my hands. He thinks I'm at my sister's for the weekend. Daniel leaned in, his voice low. Let's surprise them. And so the plan was born. That night, I lit the candles in our living room, dimmed the lights, and played the kind of slow music that dripped with tension. Daniel poured 2 glasses of wine and handed me one. His hand brushed mine, a small touch, but it carried fire. We sat on the couch, waiting in silence, the air thick with anticipation, and something else neither of us had dared to name until now. The lock clicked. I didn't flinch. Daniel didn't blink. The door opened. My husband entered first, his arm around Lila's waist. She giggled until she saw me, until she saw Daniel. They froze. I took a slow sip of wine and stood up. Welcome home, I said coolly. My husband stepped back like he'd seen a ghost. Lila's mouth parted, her eyes darting between us like prey. I can explain, my husband stammered. But I didn't want his explanations. I turned to Daniel, his eyes locked on me the whole time. I could see the pulse in his neck, the clench in his jaw. I think we both heard enough lies, I said. Daniel took a step closer, brushing a strand of hair from my cheek. We deserve more, he whispered. I leaned into his touch. His hand was warm, strong, and honest in ways my husband had forgotten how to be. Lila looked at Daniel, shocked and hurt. But it wasn't her pain I was here to soothe. My husband moved to speak again, but Daniel cut in, his tone firm. You two should go. And they did. The door shut behind them, and silence returned. Only this time, it wasn't awkward. It was electric. Daniel stepped close, his hand finding my waist. I've wanted to do this since the first time I saw you. I just didn't know how to say it. You just did, I whispered. His lips met mine, soft at first, as though testing boundaries neither of us wanted anymore. I melted into him, letting all the tension and heartbreak transform into something warmer, deeper, something real. We didn't rush. The night unfolded like a slow dance, fingers tracing over skin, lips discovering forgotten curves. It wasn't revenge, it was release. It was healing in every soft kiss, in every breath shared between us as we lay tangled in my bed, the same one where my husband used to sleep beside me. But this time I didn't feel lonely. By morning, the sun spilled through the curtains and found us still wrapped in each other. I looked at Daniel, and he looked at me like I was the only thing that made sense anymore. I guess we got our closure, I said with a small smile. He brushed his thumb along my jaw. No, I think we got a new beginning. And just like that, the past faded behind us. Because sometimes when everything burns down, what's left isn't ashes, it's a spark.